Hi everyone, myself Gautam. So as you guys know, like this is my third podcast. So I'm very excited to invite my friend. I can say he's a special guest for me and for you guys as well. We'll get like more knowledge from our discussion. I heartily welcome Mr. Rajesh Swaminathan. Hi Rajesh,
Hey, hi.
welcome to.
Hi, Gautam. How
Hi,
are you?
hi. Yeah, I'm doing good. Like, how are you doing?
Very good. I think we've been having a beautiful relationship on LinkedIn.
Yes,
Maybe more than a
yes.
year, I think.
Yeah, yeah, it will
And
be more than a
lots of
year.
knowledge sharing from my end, and lots of value addition from your side. So
Yes, sure,
LinkedIn is
sure.
always, they say it's a two-way approach. And
Exactly.
after a long wait, we finally met in one of the events. I think that was surprising for me as well because
Yes,
I
yes, yes.
didn't know your.
Exactly. Actually, that is a kind of a surprise for me. It's kind of I was like whole time like last maybe four years I'm there in LinkedIn. I'm creating content like as everyone knows. Like just I just scroll through your profile. First post I saw from your LinkedIn post is like you are a friend of actor Ajith Kumar from Tamil Nadu. He is a superstar, and you are a kind of a co-actor in one of his first movie. Then your life is completely changed. Actor to a global HR head. Like how the transformation change happened. Like obviously you face some failures and then some regrets, like many things. Like obviously you face like it's been around 30 years, like, if I'm not wrong.
Almost 24, 25 years.
Okay,
It's been.
okay, so almost 2 decades. So
Correct.
like it's kind of that career is kind of a complete genre, different genre. There also fame, money, networking, whatever it is there. And here HR handling like more than 10,000 people, so you may hire, handling many C-suite people.
It's 8,000. I'm still
Okay,
not a head, I would say, in terms of designation.
okay,
I
uh-huh.
take care of global hiring. I do leadership hiring. I do
Uh-huh.
mid-level hiring. I strongly don't believe in designation. I believe in impact. So 8,000 plus people, I would have
Okay,
got
okay.
jobs. And then I would have roughly spoken to about 3 lakh people.
Oh,
Indirectly, directly, we would have impacted them. And you can
great.
add these 20,000 plus people into that 3 lakh because they are a part of LinkedIn community. So
Okay,
they are also getting impacted through various ways, either through
sure,
content or
sure.
through podcast.
Uh-huh,
I think
uh-huh.
almost 22 podcasts I've done. In last week, one got released. So
Uh-huh.
few days back.
Okay,
So everything is a part of giving, right? So we are always bringing them into the community, and we are trying to give every part of it. So
okay.
every action, whatever you do in terms of your changes, in the earlier thing, I wouldn't call it as a failure, as
Okay.
you said about films. It just accidentally happened. So some
Uh-huh.
accidents, why I term accident is, they say accident is negative, but we can only term it as an accident because it's more relatable. By chance, I went into films.
Uh-huh.
I was pushed into films, and people said encouraged me because of the looks. So I
Mm-hmm.
went there, but I didn't have the skill set. When you face a camera, you should be having the confidence. You should be able to mouth dialogues. You should be
True.
able to emote.
Mm-hmm.
All those things, I was having a lot of self doubt. So when there is a
Okay.
self doubt in you, you either look at outside or you feel like running away. The self
Mm-hmm.
belief was not there. So self belief was something I developed over the years by dirtying my hands with various things. You said about networking, right? There
True.
also there was a lot of challenges. You end up meeting the wrong people. You end up meeting the right people. But
Exactly.
the trust I had with those people were all 100%. I
Uh-huh.
did not have 70% or 80%. In that, we will have 20% who might be very erratic, who might not be trustworthy, who might not listen to you, who might go backbite about you. But barring those 20%, 80% were all the professionals. So that is where your worth is seen, right, at the end of the day. So we'll have to keep that trust, as the great Dharani says, right?
Mm-hmm.
I trust my people 100%.
True, true.
When I trust my people 100%, there might be people 10% here and there, but that doesn't mean the 90% are wrong. So I
Exactly.
think that is one of the key things I do in networking.
Uh-huh.
I only try to build the network because from networking I have moved out. I don't do any more network. I only do the net worth.
Net
So
worth.
what is the net worth
Exactly.
for me? Gautam is a net worth. So
Uh-huh.
today we are doing podcasts. So we have evolved in our relationship step by step, meeting. Then
Exactly.
now we are, so like that. There are a lot of people who did podcasts with me. So everywhere it has been net worth, which is taking me forward. So if
Okay.
anybody out there is trying to network, please bifurcate all the cards and try to build your net worth so that you evolve and they evolve and then you can go to the next level. So
Okay.
that is what I would coin as a network thing. And I till today I do that 100%. And I don't judge people. That is something I always do. When I go to any event or anywhere or anybody whom I meet, what is there for me to judge? If somebody
Exactly.
is bad, we don't want to talk about something bad about him or negative about him. It's not going to help in anybody's growth. So look at the positive side, look at only the skills which comes, and
Hmm.
if possible put a nice word about him on LinkedIn so that people will come to know that personality, and
Okay.
then they can learn something. So that is when I started doing art of appreciation
Okay.
as a part of my giving to the network, and people started loving it. Maybe other people
Uh-huh.
will say I'm adding brownie points, I'm getting some favor. I don't have any favor with anybody because none of them are directly related to me or my bosses, or they help me in my career. I'll
True.
always say everybody, at the end of the day, when you talk about why I failed in films and what transition happened here, when you fall down, there is nobody to ensure that you get up. If you're an elephant, you take time to get up. If you're a
Hmm.
horse, you just take, you just have to take minutes to get up. So you'll have to always think like a horse. Somebody pushes you down, you have to get up by yourself. That is why I say, right? Then you develop your self belief. When you go and ask 10 people for opinions, everybody will give different opinions. So when I failed in
Exactly.
that film, a lot of people had opinions. Inapa hero, or you became a hero, now you became a zero.
Uh-huh.
What happened? Because I announced to the world, right, that
Yes.
I've been
Yes.
selected. So I went through that entire phase. Ajit is a good friend, but he's not a very close friend. So whenever
Okay.
we casually meet or talk, we are in touch. I
Oh,
think
great.
3 weeks back also I spoke to him. We
Uh-huh.
speak on a lot of other things. So it was a general chit chat, and he
Mm-hmm.
remembers me. He knows me very well. So he calls me by name. I call him by my name. So we
Mm-hmm.
are good friends. But
Ah,
again,
great.
the qualities of Ajit is something people can get inspired, because somebody who doesn't have any background, there are two individuals who do not have a background. He comes, I come. The
Mm-hmm.
other guy has got self belief. The guy who was with Ajit did not have self belief. The other guy had guts. I did not have guts then. I
True.
did not have the maturity what Ajit had. He had better exposure. That is why I
Mm.
always say life skills. So he had a better life skill. That is
Exactly.
what helped him in the shooting, self
Yes.
confidence and all. So that
So
life skill is very important,
true.
I think.
So from this, your introduction, I just want to ask one more thing here. Uh, in any point of time, did you regret it? Like, hey, if I did some more thing in uh, cine industry, like I'll be kind of another hero or something. Like, so how did you handle that? Like, so that phase, right? So like people are like kind of, if I fail something or if something is not coming, like if I'm not capable or something, like they have to break that barrier and they have to come out. So so many things are there, like self doubt, like how what if happened, like if I choose some other career, like how I can shine there, like there also I'm new, like in that phase kind of I'm just going again 25 years before the 25 years before, Rajesh how handled it, now how you are seeing that.
See, I would be lying if I say that it was easy. It was not easy. First thing,
Yeah, true.
there was a lot of
100%.
challenges and a lot of depression I went through. It
Uh-huh.
is not easy to come out of it, and
Exactly.
it took about 8 9 months to accept reality. At that
Uh-huh.
time, I used to have a lot of regrets. I was there, not there, not there, not there. At that point of time, once I shifted my thought process, once I started focusing on studies, once my family and my people around me told me that degree is important, you have to complete your degree, and then you have to get into a job. All that they started giving emphasis, and
Mhm.
those things slowly started taking over. So
Okay.
just to satisfy my urge in front of the camera, I also accidentally became a model.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did about 20 to 22 ads, TV
Oh.
ads, and all that
Mm-hmm.
during that
Mm-hmm.
phase.
Mm-hmm.
And parallelly, I was also studying and working. So
Okay.
I had satisfied those needs in a in a very short period of time. And I also did one serial or two serials. I don't
Uh-huh.
remember the name, but it was telecast in I think in Sun TV, and there was a TV called JJTV. So
Uh-huh.
these
Uh-huh.
two TVs were very popular at then, and it
Mm-hmm.
was all telecasted there. And also one serial I did in Vijay TV long
Mm-hmm.
back. So
Okay.
those were the things which I utilized, small things, but I never regretted after that. I started working. I started shifting my thought process. It
Okay.
will
Uh-huh.
take time for people to shift their thought process. How they shift and how the ability they get up and come is purely up to the individual's experience,
Mm-hmm.
what they see, and how they can improve themselves. So situations will push you. Situations will corner you. How you are resilient, how you are able to come out of it, that is important. And second thing
True.
is, don't, they always say, right, don't regret, don't live in the
Don't
past.
regret.
That
Mm-hmm.
is what I realized afterwards. So whenever I see people like Ajit or when I see film stars, I don't regret anything.
Oh,
I see
great.
they deserve the most things, and I am actually very happy to be in this line, because destiny will have its own way of taking you to places. So
True.
that is how it is. So if I look at it now there is a lot more clarity. Now I feel there is no regret. Earlier there was little regrets, but
Mm-hmm.
that went over a period of time. So now
Okay.
when I look back, no regrets. So to answer you, everybody has to come out of it. Everybody has
Exactly.
to work around it. Everybody
True.
has to change their thought process. Thought
Mm-hmm.
process changing is important. Do not give room for negative thoughts. No, it will come. It is very easy to say, but you will have to go through that. Every
Okay.
individual has to experience this to come out of it.
Exactly.
Life is an experience, right? There is no success or failure. Today
Uh,
something works for you, tomorrow it doesn't
true.
work. It's okay.
True. True. True.
Your skill and your talent is not going to be taken away. It's still going to be there,
Okay. Okay.
right?
Okay, Rajesh. Like, great. Like from this your life experience, like I just got one line. Like you didn't lost momentum anywhere. Like you keep on doing something, and then like you finally hit the target. Like now you are in the good position, I can say. So now again we'll come to present. As a HR, like many people who are applying for job. So if I'm going to apply for a job, like I like initially I will, like initially means like before 4 5 years before, I used to apply through Naukri. So then nowadays LinkedIn and Naukri and many things. So yes, the how we will apply, an employee will prepare a resume and will send to HR mail ID or whatever a portal is that will apply to that corresponding position. So my question, really, how much time HR will take to read the resume? Why? Because
See,
we will. Uh, uh,
generally, if you see, most of the HRs actually the turnaround time should be fast.
okay.
So I have a very different approach. I don't go by the regular HR route. My
Okay.
turnaround time is always fast for any candidate. If
Mm-hmm.
I find somebody talented, I immediately take the phone and talk to the person. I don't believe in chatting or WhatsApping and wasting time. So what happens is, once the guy is applying, say through Naukri or through any portal, and the moment you have a 2 minute conversation with him, at that moment he will gain confidence in you. He will have
Uh,
trust established because the turnaround time is fast. You wouldn't have
mm,
expected somebody to call immediately. You would have said the ATS would send a standard mail, reject the person, you are not suitable. And that
mm,
fellow will go to again to another LinkedIn post and he will apply again. Again, that company will come back and say he is not suitable. So this has
mm.
been the trend anywhere. But luckily for me, I don't follow that this thing. What
Okay.
I do is I immediately call the next few minutes. At least you will have around 5 candidates based on your gut feel and experience are the right candidates. So
Mm-hmm.
once they apply, moment they apply means the attention span is there till with the company. So immediately
Mm-hmm.
call them that minute. Do not prioritize other work later, but do that at that point of time. So that guy will stay with you for long.
Mm.
Establish connect. Relationship is already established. Trust is established. Second
True.
thing will be he will give references.
Mm-hmm.
You will get a lot of references. So that way what happens is, every time when there is a interview happening, the turnaround time is faster.
Okay.
If you are rejected, you tell you are rejected. If there is a reason, you tell the reason. If the stakeholder is not giving the reason, then you cannot cook up a reason and say. You have been
Mm.
rejected, the reasons they have not told. Unless they say, we cannot say.
Okay.
So then we say that, and candidates are generally very happy with this approach. So the turnaround time should be very, very important for any HR.
Okay.
That is what is the face of the company.
Okay.
That is what the impression the candidate will get, right? So you'll go spread the word. Hey, here is a company which finishes the entire thing in 2 days, all the
Mm.
rounds of interview, and their turnaround time is very, very fast. So
Okay.
that is the employee. We talk about customer experience, right? So this is the customer experience we give for every prospect. Every person who's applying is a prospect for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We are
Agree.
giving them life, right? So we should make sure that we give them the life where they can live happily. So we have to enable. We are a good enabler. So they go with a good impression. Okay, here is a company which is doing it at a very fast rate compared to all the 15 companies. This company is far better. Even if they are offering a little less salary, they will okay. They will be okay with it. I will give you one example. There was a candidate who applied.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't want to name the candidate. He got an offer from a company called CTS.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A very good offer.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, what happened was they kept delaying his joining and his interview. Everything was delayed by CTS because it's a big process. CTS is a big company. So when
Mm-hmm.
he applied to us, we finished the entire process in 2 days,
Mm-hmm.
and we rolled out the offer. So
Mm.
when he applied to us, there was a 4 month gap between CTS and our this thing.
Okay.
Okay. So in the fourth month, when we when the offer rolled out to him, CTS sends a thing that your project is on, or you join back. Then
Okay.
he responds back to CTS that I'm not interested in with your company. I have taken up an offer,
Mm-hmm.
and he showed me that screenshot and all that. Then I said that was 10 lakhs more.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Then I asked him why you are not taking. No, no, no. I was not treated properly there. I was treated
Mm.
like a resource. You treated me like a human. So I would like
True.
to go with you.
Oh.
Then to go with a company like bigger company like CTS. So he
Okay.
didn't. He declined it and he joined us.
Okay. Okay.
So that is what is important. The turnaround time, how you are able to keep them comfortable.
Okay.
You give them that human touch. It's very, very
Mm.
important.
Yeah. Why I asked this question? Because like as a HR, like you guys gone through like many resumes. Like per day, like you guys are banged with thousands of mails and resumes and many things. Nowadays, like I'm doing a personal branding, and as well as you are also doing personal branding, but it's like I can say barely, not even a 10 percentage of professionals they are into LinkedIn or personal branding. So are job applying people, or who want to apply to new job or searching for job, how important LinkedIn handle is LinkedIn is more important than our resume, or the you'll tell like both are having a same weightage.
No, no, no. Today it's become LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the face value for anybody. So any candidate who is there, whether he's a technical guy, whether he's an intern, whether he's a fresher, whether he's an experienced guy, they need to make the right noise and build their own personal brand. Because tomorrow companies will replace people, but your brand can never be replaced. So I will always say, give emphasis on personal branding, build your own this thing in LinkedIn, and keep it, in such a way that you are the only person who is the person whom they want to hire. So you need to make sure that you have all the right noises and everything coming out at the right cylinders. It's very, very important. So LinkedIn is important. It's a part of brand. Nobody looks at the resume these days. Everybody looks at your LinkedIn profile, what you have done, what stories you put. For example, you are an intern. You are trying to approach some company for a project.
Mm-hmm.
When you approach some company for a project, and when they give you the project, you need to create the story in an interesting way that you attract people to your page.
True.
Everybody puts content, but how different is your content from others is where is your uniqueness.
Mm-hmm.
And then second thing is company will always ask, right, why should I hire you? So what is your USP, what is your unique approach? You need to show that. So it's very important people bring out their skills on online and try to be very, very active there and create a difference to them, so that they can elevate themselves. Don't chase for jobs. Let jobs come to you. Let
Great.
people see you. Keep making noises. Your job is to only make noises, put content. Don't repeat content. 10 people are putting the same thing, you don't put that. Because today everybody is putting content. But
Exactly.
where it will stand out is how you are able to connect to the common audience, whether your story is authentic and whether it is real experience.
Hmm.
Nobody is interested in theory, nobody is interested in data. Data and theory are not going to help somebody. The only way
Okay.
somebody is going to help themselves is what story they say. So you have to be a good storyteller, whether it is a intern, fresher, person who's 3 years, 4 years, technical. In technical, what is this interesting story? In leadership, what is this interesting story?
Hmm.
On the road you go, what is your interesting story? Your stories are the ones which is going to take you. Branding
Exactly.
becomes very important, and content, the choice of words you use, so that it reaches a common man. How powerful it is. That is very very important.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Then, like each and every person, all the professionals should have a personal branding, I can say. Yes. So one more
It
thing.
should be a
So.
brand. Again, there is always a confusion between personal branding and business. Like somebody is an
Hmm.
entrepreneur,
Hmm.
he does personal branding. He should actually bring business above branding, because he's trying to promote the product, right? So that is what is primary thing. How we can brand so that people can come and take the product and enjoy that. So related to those things you should put. If you keep boasting about yourself and your accomplishment, then it becomes a personal brand in the business scenario. But from an organization point of view, when somebody is applying for a job, it is always comes to what case studies he did, what value he is able to give to the customer. What I had a problem, this was the problem. This is a solution with wherever he is, done the project. So those are the interesting stories which you need to give, which the employers will see today. What is that he has done on LinkedIn?
Great, great. So yeah, Rajesh, one more thing I just want to ask you here. So I felt like this is much more important. So now we are into AI era. So because of AI and other global factors, like we lost like many attritions and then job losses, like across the globe, I can say. So in that scenario, how a candidate they has to set up their mindset, then how they have to prepare for the next step. Why? Because I personally found many of my friends, like they got into the same situation, like they got broke, like literally a guy, like he was crying, and then like he held up he was into depression for last 2 3 weeks. He was completely in depression. So like I just want to know from HR side, like you handle like both hiring and then firing. So how an employee can handle that, how a candidate how to handle, and how he has to move forward to next job or next
Yeah, that's
position.
what you see. There are five to six important skill sets candidate have to have today. One is adaptability. Okay. Another one is they should have good temperament and resilient skills. And
Mhm.
they should be very, very curious. Every step they should always have a learner mindset. If the AI tools are, suppose one is very strong on presentations, another tool is very strong with the content. Different AI brings different things. The person needs to identify which are the strengths of those AI and work along with that AI and bring his intelligence here, the prompting, the logic, the all those things. He needs to make sure that he gives it to the right AI tool. So that way is adaptability. Second is he needs to equip himself constantly on technology. If he's going to be a technical person, he needs to make sure that he's very strong on Python. He needs to be very, very strong on other technical skills. And then his judgment capability, right? You cannot bow down on pressure and this thing. You need to get up. So you need to have strong conviction and judgment capability to move ahead and use your creativity. Okay, if the person is going to be thrown out of the job, that is not the end of the world. Try and see what are the other avenues available. Which are the companies I can connect? What are the companies? Which are the technologies they're working? Like for example, if I go to LinkedIn, I'll see what are the jobs which have come out. They would have advertised, right? I need these skills. So rather than going and directly applying there, go into the next page and see which recruiter has actually applied. So you will get their mail IDs in one of those search criteria. and then you can
Mhm.
apply directly to them. So that way there is a better visibility. So person has to come out of it, get out of depression by only trying to align with AI, become adaptable, have the curiosity factor, and keep learning. Because everywhere you have learning, no? Like for example, you can go, you watch a podcast, get some knowledge from there, and see how you can implement that. Or you are reading a book. Of course, reading is a good habit, but it doesn't mean that everything should be theory and words. How you can bring it to action, that is important. So everything has to be action, and then for every action, they should make sure that there is an outcome for it. So because our intent, our thought, our everything should move towards outcome, and outcome should be result driven, which can give you success. That is very very important. So that is the only way you can come out of the depression. You need to work around.
True, true, true. I completely agree with you, Rajesh. So yeah, so we discussed like many things. So now we are in the end of our session. So we start from your personal thing, and then completely we were into like your hiring process, like how employee has to make our mindset. So we talk more on mindset, and then how candidate has to prepare ourselves, so how we should not regret, how we have to handle the failures. So many things I learned from this discussion. So I hope this discussion is like completely value for audience as well. So yeah, once again I'm very happy to host you here. So yeah, I would like to do more discussion with you, like as time permits. Like I just want to
Yeah,
squeeze
yeah,
in
sure. We can equally, man. I was also very happy to do this, and I would always say that this conversation should keep going. That's the way we can learn from each other. And
sure.
one thing I would like to leave a message to everybody out there is, do a daily, have a strong focus what you're trying to do, because everybody is one skill away from excellence. Get that skill, master that skill thoroughly, so that other people can chase you and you're way ahead of them. And then give 100% focus. Do not deviate, and give time the time. So you always have to value time. It's very important. So daily improvement plus value time plus focus equals genius. So if somebody wants to be a genius, they need to have basis. So daily habits are very very important for anybody
Exactly.
to be successful. So I would say, audience, have daily, put whatever you want to go out, express, marry visibility, marry curiosity, so that you are visible to the outside world. What you speak, outside world hears, and then you get back more opportunities. Luck will only favor for people who are visible. The more
True.
visible you are, the more luckier you are. Then you have more opportunities, right? If you're going to be in a closed door and you are sitting like a fool not using all these tools, then who's to be fault? You will see your neighbor doing very well. You will say he's got all the luck because he has taken maximum chances. You also take chances, you will be in the same pedestal. People will come and say, right? Company will say something, this guy will say something, that guy will say something. One step you take forward, there'll be 10 people who will pull you down. Your focus
Exactly.
should be that. That is why I said, right? Focus plus
Focus.
daily
True.
improvement plus time. Value time equals genius. So
Exactly.
that is what I
Exactly.
would tell all the audience here.
Hmm. Wow, wow, wow. So yeah, yeah, it's a great discussion with you, Rajesh. So yeah, guys,
Same
like
here.
I'm very happy to close this session now. So kindly support us. So kindly like, share, and subscribe my channel. So yeah, once again, thanks, Rajesh. So thanks everyone for this awesome.
Thank you, Gautam.
Thanks a lot.